I think asthma's quite close to my heart. My niece, who's 21, she actually works for the NHS. She suffers with asthma. I had asthma as a child. I did grow out of it, but I know how important it is. Yeah, I'm Lynsay. I'm a single mum of 3. I live in Salford and I work for a charity called the Broughton Trust. Well, I met Heather at a meeting, a community meeting, and Heather was talking about her ideas about asthma and getting the community involved and maybe helping the teachers or the pupils help each other with asthma rather than having to go to the NHS, rather than having to go to a professional. We can actually do it as a community. It's a real good cause, and it's about just being out there and educating people, not to be nurses, not to be doctors, just to say, right, well, if you make these small steps and it'll be easier for you and it'll alleviate your symptoms. My younger daughter Evie, she got involved with a breathing exercise choir, which helped with the lung capacity of children when they have asthma, and she is very in touch with the inhalers and so on and so forth, and she actually talks about helping people within her class. She's 8 and she's in year 4.
My mum and her friend helps little boys and girls, and she taught me so I can help some people at my school so they won't get poorly and sick. And there's a boy at my school called George, and he needs an inhaler. We don't really want to let him be sick, even if he's been mean today.
I think at the time I didn't have a full-time job. I was a full-time mum and I really wanted to give back into the community. So I think volunteering is a sort of a way to get back into the sort of work that you want to do rather than the work that we need to do to keep the bills going. So from my point of view, it was really important for me to get involved, to do something that's worthwhile. We went into schools, we went into GP practices, and it was like, this is a brilliant idea. Why do we not do this globally? Is this not international? It's something that we can help each other with. It's really simple, and for me it's an easy way to educate the youngsters regarding asthma and how important it is. It's very easy to get involved within the community, as in if you're a GP practice, maybe going into schools, talking to the children, sitting them down. It's quite endearing to find how engaging the children are, certainly from a very young age as well. I mean, going into nurseries, we're looking at preschool, they knew what asthma was, and giving them that idea that from a nursery rhyme we can help people's health, it's a no-brainer for me. We give all the little children straws to breathe through to let them realise what it is actually like if you have asthma and how restricting your breathing can be. I think we touched on asthma checkups within one of the GP surgeries, and every 12 months they have a checkup where it takes 20 minutes an appointment. Why not collate these people together and put them in a room and educate them all at once? But going out into the larger community, you're going to find people and it's going to be their passion. So from my point of view, meeting parents that children have asthma, they want to come together and they want to share good practices. Well, what happens when it's cold? What would you do in that situation of an evening? Walking home from school, is there not any groups that we could get together maybe and do an after school club that help with somebody that maybe struggles with asthma and could all get a lift back home so they're not in the cold. So from my point of view, it's been a real good stepping stone doing this and getting into the local communities, and people put the trust in you, and what they want to do is they want to move on and they want to gain confidence, and it's peer support as well. So they're making each other engage and they're not even realising.